J.D. Vance calling Kamala Harris a chameleon is beyond comprehension. And for Donald Trump to be talking about how easy of a time that she's getting, she's just coasting by, he at this point is basically getting a free ride to continue talking about, like I've said, electrocuting sharks and all of it. Oh, no, it's true.
That's Fox News contributor and professional stupid person Jessica Tarlov leaving her co-host speechless with her insane takes on Donald Trump in the 2024 election. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and the Five recently sat down with Jessica to discuss the subtle nuances of American politics and listen to her well-reasoned arguments about the distinctions between liberals and conservatives in the current era. Nah, I'm just kidding. They had her on so they could laugh as she tried to defend Kamala Harris and her bizarre behavior.
Kamala Harris is a chameleon. She goes to Georgia 2 days ago. She was raised in Canada. She puts on a fake Southern accent. She is everything to everybody, and she pretends to be somebody different depending on which audience she's in front of.
And now, as part of Kamala's rebrand, the VP is completely ditching Biden's campaign advisors and running to replace them with Obama campaign veterans. Jessica Tarlov, when Kamala Harris talks without a teleprompter, how does that make you feel? Be honest, Jessica.
Oh, well, now I have to totally change my answer. She doesn't always do great, and everybody knows that. And the people who are voting for her know that, and it's the job of the people who are running on the other side to be making more out of those moments and seeing if you can pick off independent voters with that. Because this is now a base election. Democrats are thrilled with what's going on. We're donating money. It's the biggest fundraising month in history, $310 million. Two-thirds of those are new donors. People are jazzed. We're ready to go. And it's going to be a couple 100,000 people in 5 to 6 states, right, that are deciding this. So keep running it on loop, but that's certainly not stopping any of us.
Yeah, that's nice. How exactly are people on the other side supposed to make more of that when every time they do, Democrats and the media work in concert to brand every single attack as bigoted and hateful? I mean, it's only been a couple of weeks, and so far you can't attack her competence, you can't say that she's low IQ, you can't correctly point out her record as VP, you can't call her two-faced, a flip-flopper, or impugn her motives or values in any way other than what elites are trying to tell you can.
Donald Trump is really flailing at this particular moment. He has spent the week trying to post pictures of Kamala's Indian family to claim that means that she isn't black. And Kamala Harris has been barnstorming all over the country. She had a huge rally in Atlanta. And like I said, the enthusiasm is up. And the forecasts now are even slightly favoring her. Rasmussen, which is Trump's probably favorite pollster, has her up 5 points. It's a good week for Kamala Harris and not a good week for Donald Trump.
He is in a honeymoon period. I mean, there's no question about it. But I want to say, will the real Kamala Harris please stand up? You know, we've been subjected for the past 3.5 years to word salad. And of course, in her first unscripted comment since she became the designated candidate, now she is officially the designated candidate. The first one was a word salad. You know, when you don't know what to say, you just keep repeating what you just said. And even her own campaign had to come out and clean it up. It reminded me of the Joe Biden cleanup team. But she is inauthentic. She is bizarre. She cackles. We don't know what her public persona is. And that's just talking about what we're seeing on the outside. Now she's adopting Republican talking points. Now she believes in fracking when she didn't believe in fracking. And now it's like, you know, all of a sudden, you know, we're not going to mandate that we take away your guns. And she doesn't want the single payer health care anymore. I mean, now she's like a Republican. I don't know what she is.
Judge Janine is absolutely correct, and it's completely appropriate to attack Harris on the grounds of being an inauthentic, two-faced politician. The reason the media and Democrats are pushing back on this so hard is that they know it's a weak point for them. 92% of Americans think Harris was partially involved in covering up Biden's mental decline. And despite what the media says, a lot of Democrats are just clueless, well-intentioned moderates who don't like all of this radical crap. It's why Biden was their nominee, and why they might be a little sensitive to having the rug pulled out from under them to push all this woke stuff again. It might also be why people were leaving that huge rally in Atlanta minutes into Harris's speech. Because what Jessica conveniently forgot to mention was that most people were there for the rap concert Democrats tied to the event to inflate Harris's popularity. But let me know what you think. Is it appropriate to attack Kamala Harris for being two-faced? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!